Hey, what's up guys, it's still from Fino Concept. So it's almost September and we are expecting some new iPhones. Makes one wonder whether getting the older, much cheaper versions now a good idea. Well, in this video I got my hands on the Apple iPhone 11 Pro Max and I have some thoughts. Is it any good? Well, let's find out then. If you've been here for a while, you may have realized that I love and enjoy using Android devices. I did a review about the iPhone 10 a while back, but because it didn't have an ultra-wide camera, I couldn't really recommend it to most people. But the 11 Pro Max has the ultra-wide camera, but why the 11 Pro Max and not the 12 Pro Max? Well, I'm glad you asked. But unfortunately for me, I have never used the 12 Pro Max. So I asked Paul Duce from PDY Photography, who has been using the 12 Pro Max and had used the 11 Pro Max, to tell me the difference between these two devices. Well, this is what he had to say. And I quote, "I don't really see the difference apart from the way it was designed. I like the boxy feel though, but I prefer the telephoto on the 11 Pro Max. So yeah, if you are talking about anything apart from the design and the camera, I think they have a lot of similarities. So getting the 11 Pro Max is the way to go. The camera weighs 226 grams, and if for some reason you don't remember how it looks like, then let's start off with the design. We have the volume rockers and silence switch on the left, the power switch and SIM tray on the right, the legendary triple camera setup on the back, right alongside the iconic Apple logo at the center. There's also the speaker grill, the charging port, and microphone at the bottom. The device itself is covered in Gorilla Glass for both the front and the back in a stainless steel frame with rounded corners. It comes with an IP68 dust and water resistance rating, so dip this in a clean water up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes and it should survive. The screen is a 6.5 inches Super Retina XDR OLED with support for HDR10 and Dolby Vision. With 1200 nits of peak brightness, it gets insanely bright outdoors. I don't really think I've seen a phone with a screen this bright before. Yes, it is glossy and quite reflective too, but that wasn't too much of an issue to me. The screen has a resolution of 1242 by 2688 pixels and an aspect ratio of 19.5 by 9. It uses Apple's 7nm A13 Bionic chip, which combines with a native iOS 13, upgradable to 14.7, makes the phone super fast and responsive. Not once did I ever notice a lag or drop in speed. And any 11 Pro Max you get will either have 64 gigs, 256 gigs, or 512 gigs of internal storage, but they all come with 4 gigs of RAM. And with all Apple devices, the RAM doesn't really count as much because their software optimization is so on point. It has a 3969 mAh non-removable battery that supports fast charging at 18 watts, with support for Qi wireless charging if you agree to buy the charger separately. More money. For security, there's no fingerprint scanner anywhere. Instead, we get Apple's famous Face ID, which works phenomenal on the iPhone. The front of the device basically fires up infrared lights to detect the face structure and unlock the device if it's a match, just like the iPhone 10. And in that review, I did mention that there are different options when you swipe down from either side of the top notch. The iOS experience couldn't get any better. Unlike Android, you get a preview of all the apps you had pre-installed on your previous iPhone when you sign into the new one. But with Android, you have to go to the Play Store, your profile, then in apps and games. It's annoying though, but I guess it's okay given the fact that there are so many Android devices on the market. Google cannot optimize or make it special for every single device on the market. Alright, so let's talk about the cameras. For the front, we get a 12 megapixel f2.2 23mm wide camera with HDR support, which can shoot 4K videos at 24, 30 and 60 fps or 1080p at 30, 60 or 120 fps. Although I love the portrait mode on this device, image quality is a bit questionable in my opinion, being a lot greener and warmer in most situations. On the rear, we get a 12 megapixel f1.8 26mm wide camera, a 12 megapixel f2.4 13mm ultra wide, and a telephoto lens at 52mm f2.0. The rear cameras also record 4K videos at 24, 30, and 60 frames per second, or 1080p videos at 30, 60, 120, or 240 FPS for those crazy slow motion shots. Now with the pictures, I noticed that the edge detection in the portrait mode is not so great. Even the Samsung Galaxy A12 I reviewed a while back, more on that up here or down in the description below, that one had better edge detection in portrait mode. But then again, it is a newer device, so I'm sure Apple will be able to solve this in a software update. But hey, for videos, no smartphone can compare the impressive and consistent high dynamic range on the iPhone. There's also a great level of color consistency when switching cameras. Here's me switching from the telephoto to the main to the ultra wide, and these are some ridiculous views. So during my time using this, I really enjoyed shooting videos with it throughout, and in some cases I've seen most YouTubers that I look up to using their iPhone to record videos right in their YouTube videos. For some people, they may not notice, but if you are looking for it, you'll be able to detect them. There's something that is so special about iPhone videos. So yeah, if you want to get this on Amazon, it should cost you right around 4,500 Ghana cedis without shipping. But on other platforms like Tonaton, is going to be a lot cheaper. So the question is, should you consider getting this? Well, definitely. I even want one for myself. Not because I am going to switch to iOS anytime soon, but because of the camera quality, especially in videos, I feel that I'm going to be using it a lot, especially for the ultra wide. The stabilization you get with the videos is so on point. But then again, I'm also considering the Samsung A50 or the 51 and the A70, but come to think of it, none of them is able to compare to what the iPhone is providing. So yeah, if you have the money, definitely get the 11 Pro Max. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel and other channels which I have them linked below. And as always, don't forget to share with your family and friends. This is Theo from Film Concept, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.